Good afternoon, guys, and happy Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. I'm feeling like the worst I think I felt so far in this cold or sinus infection or whatever it is since I think like the second or so day. Like, I've got horrible like post-nasal drip, and it is bothering my throat and it's upsetting my stomach. And like, I actually woke up really early this morning. Not super early, but I think I was up around 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and then I ended up sleeping in until a little after 10 o'clock because I was just like, I don't feel good. Like, I just the thing is just that I don't even not feel good. Like, mentally I feel fine. Like, I don't feel drained or anything like that like I do when I'm sick. I don't feel like weak. I don't feel like I don't have body aches. I don't have chills, like nothing like that. It's all up in my head, and it's just bothering me too because it's like I can't eat anything, I can't drink anything, and like I'm not sick though. Like, I have an appetite, I still want food, but it's like everything just tastes gross on top of that too. And I was like, this is just not fun. So, like, I'm not gonna say I'd rather just be full on sick, like have the flu or something like that, but like, I don't like feeling good, like feeling physically fine, but like not feeling okay, if that makes sense. It's really frustrating because like, and my mom pointed out too yesterday, she was like, well, you were like messing with all the drywall dust upstairs, and like, because I was vacuuming yesterday and doing that, but I was double masked up because I was like, I do not want to end up, like making this worse on myself. So I wore 2 masks, and yeah, I don't know, it didn't really seem to, I guess, help much because I felt the worst that I felt since I started feeling it on like Saturday or whatever. So I'm going to share with you guys, we went to Meijer because we had to run one other errand, and they had like nothing almost going on. And one of the deals they actually didn't have at the store, or they didn't have the product still in stock. One of them though, for some reason, the coupon didn't come off of, which is weird. So I'll share that with you guys though. They had like only like, there were 5 different items, but we picked up a multiple of a couple of them. So I was like under 10 items in total. So it was pretty quick that we got in and out of Meijer. And like I said, we had to run one other errand anyway. So I figured, why not just go there and just get that done. But I'll share with you guys what we ended up doing today at Meijer. So here was everything from Meijer. Again, not very much at all. We ended up paying $18.75. So I estimate around 20 bucks, which it probably would have been with the one item still that I didn't get. But that was the same deal I did last week, which was on the Finish, like, Ultra Quantum or something like that. It's kind of like got the gold, I think, on the packaging, 11 count dishwasher packs. Those were on sale for $4.99. There was a $3 off coupon, making only $1.99. I did that deal last week, but they had the coupon reset. They didn't have any more in stock though, so I didn't end up picking those up. And that was the only thing. And then this was what the coupon didn't end up coming off on. There was supposed to be a 30-cent coupon on this, and it didn't come off, so I didn't get that off. But I ended up saving $15.23, which I think was pretty good. It was almost a 50% savings, which again too was pretty good considering, again, like Meijer's price is like, it's hard to get a 50% savings only because some of the items, you might get a really good deal on them, but they don't even retail at that high of a cost compared to like Jewel, whose prices of their retail price. Like, if I wouldn't, like, for example, this coffee probably would have been like $15 at Jewel regular price, but I ended up only getting it for $5 at Meijer, and it only retails at like maybe $8 normal price at Meijer. So again too, whereas the retail cost of the items aren't always as expensive as some of the other stores. But the deal with this that the coupon didn't come off on, and I have no clue why, because this was the exact one that I looked at and the exact one that I wrote down. This like hot and spicy like ramen. It was on sale for $1.19, and there was a 30-cent off coupon, making only 89 cents. I don't know why the coupon didn't come off, but yeah, but it didn't end up coming off. So I still paid $1.19 for it, which isn't, again, it's not a really great price, but I was just thinking Matthew really likes this. I got 1 or 2 of them before for him, and he liked them. And then, again, too, there wasn't a lot going on, so I was like, we'll just go ahead and pick it up. And then they also had, too, the same deal that was going on from last week, the Green Mountain or the Donut Shop, or I think the Swiss Miss and 10 McCafe coffees were all on sale $12 for 2, and there was a $2 off 2 coupon, making them only $10 for 2 or $5 each, which for a 12 pack of K-Cups is a good price. So we went ahead and picked those up. Like I said, that was the same deal we did last week. I think we picked this kind up. My mom said she really liked the Snickers kind, so we went ahead and picked up some more of these. And then they also had the Campbell's Chunky Soups, which I believe was the same deal as last week as well. They were on sale $5 for 3, and there was a $1 off 3 coupon, making them $4 for 3, or like $1.33 each, which normally for like Campbell's, Chunky, Progresso soups, some of the other more like hearty varieties of soup, normally anything under $1.50 I consider to be a pretty good price. So like I said, I thought that was pretty good, and it is cold, you know, fall season, we're almost into winter, will be soon. Having some of these stocked up in the pantry, you know, soup wise, is really awesome. So we picked up some of those. Then also too, these Kool-Aid jammers, these were on sale, just normal price, $3 for 2 when you bought 2, making them $1.50 each. So I thought that was a really good price. Again too, I say probably anything for like little pouches, like these are a 10 count, anything under $1.50 is normally a pretty good deal. So same thing with that too. Even sometimes like $1.99 is not too bad of a deal, like, you know, around $2, but $1.50 was a really good price. So I went ahead and picked up 2 of those. You have to buy, I believe, in multiples of 2 to get them at that price, but we just picked up 2 of them, which like I said, I ended up bringing up, and they came off at that price. If you buy in lesser quantities, then you get them at the retail cost of it. But that was it. That was, like I said, all was going on at Meijer. In addition to, I was going to pick up those dishwasher packs, but they did not have much going on. So that was really all I saw. But I'm hoping, since these were kind of the same deals, like Meijer sometimes runs similar sales like back-to-back weeks, where like I said, you know, some of those ended up resetting from last week, and they'll have them like the same deal with the coupon the following week. But this was again too like that second week now, so it's kind of the same things that were going on as last week anyway. It's just whether or not sometimes the coupons reset, sometimes they don't. And then again too, sometimes they'll have the same sales or similar sales, you know, compared to like the previous week. And they have like their 7 for 7 sale, or, you know, like something like that. A lot of times that runs for like 2 weeks, although like 1 week is like just that week's sale, then the next week is the next week's sale. But sometimes coupons will reset, or they might include different products, but it's like kind of the gist of like the same sort of sales. So anyways, like I said, I thought that was, you know, what we picked up was pretty good deals. It was obviously an awesome deal to get the coffee at this price when you're looking at it, at what these retail at. So I think these retail at $9.99 each. So this would have been $18.98 for just the 2 of these at retail cost. That's what I paid for basically everything I ended up getting, which I thought was really awesome. I actually paid less than that, about a quarter less than that. So again, really good deals at Meijer, like I said, that were going on, especially when you consider just getting the K-Cups for that price is what I would have spent on, you know, for all the items. And still, again, too, not much going on. So I'm going to get this stuff put away, try and figure out something to eat so I can take some sinus medicine, because I'm just, like, miserable. Like, I feel good, but miserable at the same time. Like, I don't like feeling like this. Again, I'm going to get this stuff put away. I thought I'd just share with you guys what was going on at Meijer for today. Well, guys, I'm going to take a shower and get to bed. My throat is still, it's like now my throat, like that's the new thing. Again, it's so weird because like I can tell like the days like when I'm sick, like normally what symptoms I will have. This is like completely something that's not, like completely different for me. Like I've never been sick for like 4 days or whatever with like a head cold or whatever it was, then to get a sore throat. Like that's never happened to me. And so I'm like, this is so weird. Like normally I get a sore throat like in the first day or 2 of not feeling well. And so like I said, this is just, I don't know, it's bizarre. And like yesterday too, when I sounded hoarse, I was like, that just seems weird. And then like today it's kind of the same thing coupled with like my sore throat. The other thing is, guys, you know I'm not feeling good if I'm drinking tea. I cannot stand tea. I am a coffee drinker. I do not like tea. Tea to me tastes like dirty dishwater. Like the only thing I like is like iced tea, but like strongly flavored iced tea, like, and not like iced tea. It has to be like borderline juice, kind of like Peace Tea, Arnold Palmer's, like that kind of stuff, where it's like, you know, very, very, I'm not gonna say sugary, but like it has to be very strongly flavored. Like Lipton has a raspberry iced tea. That was like when I was little, one of the only things that I used to drink. Like I loved that. And so like that's the only, outside of like, you know, that I don't drink tea. Like, I don't drink loose leaf tea, tea from tea bags. Like, my mom is into tea. I think she probably prefers coffee over tea, but she is like, she loves tea. She's got all these different kinds of, 'cause I was looking for like tea to drink. And so I was looking, and all I could find was like her loose leaf tea and all of her little, the little things you put the loose leaf tea in and stuff like that. And I just wanted something that was just like, that said on there caffeine free, because I did not want to have caffeinated tea or anything like that. So I found lemon tea, which actually, guys, if my throat was not all, you know, just drippy and all kinds of stuff, actually would have tasted really good. I actually liked it. Normally by the time I get to like the midway through to the end of the tea, I actually start to gag. I don't like tea at all. This was actually very good, and it was very, when it was warm, it was very tasty. Then it kind of cooled off, and then it didn't taste quite as good, and it didn't help quite as much. But yeah, so I actually did like it, and I was surprised. It was Stash brand lemon tea. And so it was, like I said, actually very good, and I was very surprised. The only other kind of tea that I've ever had and ever liked was Lipton. I think they partnered with like Tylenol maybe or something like that. And it was like, it wasn't tea, but it was tea, kind of. It was in like the you know, like pharmacy section or aisle, you know, in the grocery stores. I don't know if they still make them, but it was like a it had like Tylenol, I think, in it, or like I said, whatever brand it was, and it had it, and then but it was also like Lipton like lemon tea. And again too, that was the only thing. I loved that so much because it was so soothing, like for a sore throat, and it also had like Tylenol in it, and so it was like really relief. Like I got a lot of relief from it for my throat, and just like in general, just kind of like when I was sick. And I was telling you guys too, it's like I don't feel sick. Like it's just, I don't know, it's kind of just all of this. And like, you know, again too, like when I'm sick, it's like the same thing too. Like mentally, I can kind of tell, like I'm out of it. I'm not out of it. Like I'm not, like I don't want to lay around in bed and be like, I just need to take 3 days to, you know, get over this. It's like I don't feel bad. But again too, like both my parents said, they were like, maybe because you were upstairs vacuuming yesterday, all the drywall dust and stuff like that. Because again too, the like, it was like 3 days, then I felt better the last like 2 days. And even so much so that I wasn't using like my humidifier and stuff like that. I was like, I actually feel like, you know, pretty good. It was kind of like weirdly lingering and stuff like that, but it wasn't like really that bad for the last 2 days. Today is like the worst I've felt probably almost pretty much since it started. And on top of that, like I said, coupled with the sore throat, that like I only kind of had the first-ish day, but it was never this bad. So I have no clue. Just like I said, I just want some relief. I just want it to go away. I just, you know, like I said, I've tried and done most of the things that I know normally kind of help. But, like I've even taken like sinus medicine and like, Tylenol and stuff like that. And it's just like, it's not, like I'll get a little relief for a little while and it just kind of comes back. And that's the weird thing too, is that like, it seems like it's so much worse right now. Like, so that's why I don't know, like a sinus infection or something like that, just because it doesn't feel, it's not like the flu, it's not like, you know, I don't know, maybe a cold. It's like, even too, like last night it was hard for me to sleep, like, well, you know, because my throat was starting to bother me like right when after I took a shower last night. And then I was like, oh, like, you know, I just kind of didn't think anything of it, and then it kept me up like almost every 2 hours. I woke up and was like, my throat's bothering me, my throat's bothering me. And like, that's the thing too, is that it's not as bad as like strep throat. When I've had strep throat, like it's not like that bad, but it's not, and it's not quite as bad as like having the flu either. It's just, it's there, it's lingering, and it's annoying. And like I said, I just, you know, it's weird in the waves that it's come to, for me to be like, you know, it's this or it's that, or, you know, again too, I have the flu, I have strep throat or something like that. It's like, I don't, it doesn't feel like that to me. So like I said, I don't know, but again too, it could just been a lot of irritation from, you know, again, working upstairs yesterday. But like I was saying, I felt a lot better, and maybe I just aggravated it a lot more. And, you know, like I said, if it is like a sinus infection or something like that, and just made it worse by being upstairs in that dust and everything like that. And even too though, sometimes when I, again too, won't be sick or anything like that, and like if we've been doing stuff in the attic and kicking up a lot of dust and stuff like that from in there, you know, I sometimes it almost feels like there'll be like one day where I'm like, it feels like I'm sick, and then it won't be, and I'll just feel better like by the next day. Or like the evening I'll feel like I'm getting sick and then it kind of goes away. And like I think it's normally like sinus stuff, but it doesn't manifest into really anything after that. Like it'll be like 24 hours, then it kind of goes away. This has lasted a lot longer than that, which like I said is annoying. But like I said, hopefully this is the end of it. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to take a shower and get to bed, and hopefully the steam will all help with that too, because I've literally been sitting in front of a humidifier like all day today on top of that. When we weren't out at the stores and things, I was pretty much just sitting there. But anyways, I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see you over some shiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.